Okay. So this part, that's what goes on the van. Put it on there. Looks simple enough. And these go on like that. And then you put the 80-20 right there. These are what holds the solar panels to the 80-20. 2 solar panels, 2 sets. These slide in the 80-20 on the van, which is right there. Alright, we're going to put the brackets on so you can see. So we'll just put that on like that. And then this points out and you just slide it over. And then these will go on once we put the racks on. So we'll do one more. So they come pre-assembled. So we'll just take out the bolt, 2 washers, set them down. Put the logo on the outside. I don't think anyone will see it. Okay. Okay, so I dry fitted. This adapter is not going to go here. But I was just making sure I got it on the inside. This bar will go across the back. And this bar will go across the front right here. And I just have to make sure you can see the fan right there. This will have to be somewhere like right. So somewhere like there's 65 inches. So that's how long the solar panel is. So I'll be okay because you can see right there. Okay, so we got those, I don't know what you call those things that slide in there, but they kind of slide in. Like you have this little lip and you slide it in, and that's facing away from the nut, and then this is going to go on there. So here's another view. You can see how they sit in there. This right again. Okay, put that in there. There we go. This one's lining up. Okay. All right. Okay. There's no washers for this one. Looks like they're kind of built in, it looks like. Okay, we got that side done, this side done. It's not really seated in there. So now I have to measure about 65 inches, somewhere right there, and then put that piece in. So let's do that. Okay, so if you're ever doing this, those little, I guess they're flat nuts, you have to preload these into this track, because once you attach this and that, you can't put any more in there. So for this, I think I'm gonna have 2 brackets for the solar panel, so I'm gonna have to slide at least 4 in there, because these are the brackets. So I'm gonna have 1 here, 1 there, one on this side and one on that side. So as you can see, I already messed up, so I'm gonna have to take this off and slide in 4 there and 4 here. Well, if you live and you learn. Okay, so I got that side done. I got these preloaded. I'm gonna connect this side around 65 inches. I preloaded 4. I forgot that, so I'm gonna have to take one of these sides off and put those 4 in there, and then I have to preload each side for this. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12, and that's what all of these are for. Here we go, continue. So the key to get these screwed in, if you can see it, is just get them close enough where you can line them up. So this one's a little off, you pull it back just a little. There we go, and now it's lined up. Same with those. So you can just kind of drop the screw in. And I messed that up. Okay, trying to do it one-handed. So you can get it right. And just enough where it's snug. On the end, you can just push it and grab another one. Alright, so this side's done, and as you can see, get this one over, line it up. There we go. And we can drop that in. There we go. And this one is a little bit off. There we go. Drop it in. And there we go. So all 4 corners are done. Okay, so we're just gonna loosen this up. Actually, we're gonna take them completely off so we can slide these into this track, kind of like that. All right, that's off. So what we'll do, we'll just slide all these in there, and you want to have that little lip facing down. And this works pretty good, so we need 2, so we just need those there, 1, 2, and that one. So we'll just put that back. But as you can see, we just need to slide these down just a little bit. So let's slide this one up just to get, you just need enough where you can grab it, put it in. So let's see. Again, this isn't straight and down. Again. isn't straight. And down. There we go. Okay, so we will tighten these up a little tighter, and I'm going to come back and tighten them all up once we know everything's good. So now we're all preloaded. Now we have to take these and put them in so these right here can connect to it. Okay, the nice thing about having one end open, we can just slide right into here, go all the way down. So now we just have to make sure, I'm pretty sure it's square, but how far back right here do we can push this up. Like I said, I got that much room for the fan. As you can see, it's about 65 inches. Pretty close. So what I might do, maybe just get that to be about right there. Just that way, we're right at this bar. And you can see here, that way when I line the holes up, and I'll just dry fit them. So I have all of them in this side. So what I'll try to do is line these up right, you can see them. So I can line. So it looks like, you see right there, it's not resting on those bolts. But before I tighten them up, I have to tighten. Okay, so I just kind of picked up the whole rack and just moved a little bit. So these I'm going to take out, put some Loctite on them. Some Loctite. Let's put that there. A little bit of Loctite. That's it. Put it in. Down. A little bit of Loctite. There we go. Put that in. I don't know why I have a socket out. I could probably just, let's see. Feels good. Feels pretty tight. I don't know how many foot-pounds I'm doing, but that's not. Okay, so you can see how you got space right here, right there, and that this lines up right in there. So this kind of floats above, so you're not resting right here. So this thing, this 80-20 rail is just held up by it. And we have washers for these, where these were built into the actual screw. Okay, I got these in. I'm going to leave them a little loose so we can adjust the whole rack, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to. All right, so we'll work on this side. We gotta slide some more of these in here. Doesn't really matter which direction. Like I said, you see the little, that goes away from the screw. So the best way is just to do that. Bring these up. Those go down here. And you can kind of, wait a minute, we're missing, what we got, 3? Oh yeah, there's the other one. And I was showing you, or telling you before, see how that, you can probably tell it's kind of angling back, like it's the top of it's leaning towards the inside of the van. So this little key, Allen key, you can kind of, what you do is you just get this behind it and you can pull it to make it flat. Alright, it's hard to do this one-handed, so lift this up a little bit. And take that one down. You think there'd be some specialty tools for this. Okay, it caught. Good. See, I could have slid these in from this side, but doesn't really matter. They go pretty quick. So here I'm going to go past it and pull that one out. Push this one. Seems like we're okay. Ooh, that one went in nice. Okay, the last one. So I can take this one in this way. Use the Allen key. Go in. Line it up. And I lost my Allen key. Take this to get it flat, and it goes on much better. Let me get. So what I need to do is either measure from here to there. Should be the same on the other side if I got everything. It should be close. I could also do the 3-4-5 method. So let's see. So ooh, how are we off so much? What in tarnation? So wait a minute, so this was 11, let's say 11 1/4. So I gotta switch hands. So we're off about 3/4 of an inch. So it looks like this side's like 65 inside, and this is almost 66. So we have to push that way about an inch. But I'll loosen it up Let's get the brackets for the solar panels in here. And that's it. So it looks like this side's like 65 inside, and this is almost 66. So we have to push that way about an inch. But I'll loosen it up. Let's get the brackets for the solar panels in here. And that's it. It's been a few hours, but not too bad. Let's see what this looks like here. That looks pretty good from right there. Let's just see how unsquare this is. So, see if I can do this. So we're looking at 89, pretty close. Alright, see, that's only 88.5, so it's not square. Well, let's see what this is. So this is like 1 7/8. And this is 1 7/8. So that right there, this is not perpendicular. So I think I can loosen that and push it that way. Okay, I got it. It's square within 1/8 of an inch. It's like 88.25 diagonal. I'll end up putting those solar panels. They're sitting on the porch. They're like 65 inches long, like 26. So there'll be a gap in the solar panel. One short side bracket on this side, one short side bracket on that side, two long side brackets, the same on that side. Alright, back up here next morning. Gonna put the solar panels on. Alright, I got one solar panel up. So I'm gonna add these brackets. So I should put one on this side, one, two, I guess two on this side, one back there. Okay, so to put these brackets on, I'll show you. We're using these, and they're 7/16. So you need two wrenches. I'll set that here. Kind of show you. So you just mount it there and tighten that up. All right, so I got this bracket on tight. I just flushed it on, just pushed it up against there because we got a little bit of play right here. So that's kind of nice. Same with this one. Okay, so I got all four brackets. Got one there, one there, one there, one there. And I have these, I guess, nuts in there. So I'm going to slide these into place and then work on the next one. So that's not part of that. So we have these. They look a lot shorter because this is pretty thin. So we'll go ahead and make these work. And I won't tighten them till we get everything adjusted. All right. Okay, I got all those brackets all tightened, and you can see you can adjust it in and out so it's square in the corners. I had to do a little bit of adjusting over there, loosen that up, get these right where I want them. You can see how this one's a little different, but square in the corners, square enough anyway. All right, one more. Okay, I got a little ahead of myself. I installed these here. See, it's flushed right there, but I should have put it there and there, not there. This will spread it out, give this long edge, plus that corner supported, I guess, over there. That way we don't have as long as edge. Okay, I got those moved. I had them here, put them there, both sides. Now I'll put one here and at the opposite end. Okay, so drop this one in. I put the brackets on the ground, not up here, so you can see. I just have to tighten this one and that one. Those are all tight. I'm going to check all tightness of all of these Allen key screws, and then I'm done. I'm just going to connect the solar back into the van. I already had the cables run. I just have some splitters to put on that kind of puts these in parallel, and no sun. So I don't know what time. It's 11:30 a.m. so maybe the sun will come out in a couple hours. Okay, now I have to connect the cables from each solar panel in parallel. So I have these adapters, which they basically take two positive into the main positive cable that goes to the charge controller, two negatives that go to the negative on the charge controller. I think when I recorded this, I got male and female mixed up. And one thing is I have this stick because I should have pulled the cables out before I mounted the solar panels. I can't get my hand under there, so I went and found a stick. Not that big of a deal. They're raised up enough you can get under there and grab them. If you never connected two solar panels in parallel, these adapters are pretty cheap. You can get them on Amazon, or I got these on Renogy site. I already had the other cable installed from my single 170 watt solar panel. So as you'll see, it's pretty easy. You grab, I think, like here, I think the positive is a female, or positive is a male, and the negative is a female cable. I'm not sure what I'm saying here. I'm probably saying the wrong thing on camera, but trying to hold the GoPro with one hand and connect everything with the other. So I think I repositioned the camera to show you. Okay. So these are the positive connectors. So that's, I think, the left panel I just connected, and the positive from the right panel as I'm looking at it, or the side of the van. So that just makes two positives, a single cable connector. And now I'm going to do the same thing for the negative. So you plug in the left panel negative and the right panel negative. And now you have a negative and a positive connection to go into the cable that goes into the charge controller. Pretty simple. Later I zip tie these cables up, get them snug up there, to make sure things aren't rattling around. Okay, here I'm showing you my solar controller, which I'm upgrading, by the way. This can't handle the 400 watts of solar.
I think it's only a 20 amp and it's a PWM. It's a little older. I was getting an error on it the next day when it was sunny. I think it's a voltage over voltage issue. This was a cheap one I bought a few years ago. Yeah, it's 20 amp. As you can see now, I'm getting 3.3, 3.6 amps on a cloudy day. So that's over twice as better or twice as good as my single 170 watt. I'll end up showing you just how cloudy it is in a second.
I let it kind of run down, so I'm at like 88%. I don't understand that percent. It's 12.9. How is it 88%? So we're getting decent, almost 4 amps, and as you can see, there's a little bit of sun, and this is like ambient sun. So I just have to figure out a way to put all that up on the solar panels. I'll probably use zip ties to, I'll probably somehow curl it up and then zip tie this around there. So let me go get my zip ties. Oh, and I also have to put these caps on, so I can do that too. Now the issue here, as you can see, if I come up on the back, I have to walk across that edge. I do not want to follow my solar panels. So what I can do is just put this one on, that one on, then move the ladder, put that one on, and I have to get my other GoPro doing a time lapse. Okay, got the end cap on. It just screws into the middle of the 80-20. I'll show you on the other side. It seems like its threads are stripped, but it just kind of smashes in there. So you can see right there. So we'll go right in there. So here's the screw. It's just Allen key, like 5/32 or something. I don't know, it's that key. And then here's you see a notch. So I don't think it matters. I think you just get that notch in there like that, and you take that screw and put it in there. And that's what it looks like. So I have to do that corner and that corner right there after I get this rat's nest under control. Alright, so I got all the cables tied up nice. I tied all the connectors up good with zip ties, and just zip tied the cable here, and that all the connectors are under this panel, and I just did a little zip tie for that. So everything should be pretty secure. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, everything seems to be working. I would say this project took me about a half a day. I took my time. Let's see what we got here. 13.4 volts. Getting 4 amps. That's pretty good. I had a 170 watt panel up there before, and I didn't get close to that. There's my broken camera. It works. And then that screw stripped out. Alright, let's go up and see the almost finished project. I'll put the caps on there. And there we go. Pretty neat. And if I can always move up the whole panels this way, like towards the front, and then add a connector and go all the way up to this connector right there and come across, and I could actually probably put a solar panel across the front. That would, if I got another 200, that would be 200, 400, then 600. So let's check these screws. I already checked all the back, but I'll go over this side, check all these screws, make sure they're tight. Let's see. That's the wrong Allen key. Okay. Here's the correct Allen key. Yep, tight. Tight. Let's see if we can reach these. Tight. Come on, get in there. Yep, tight. There's the end cap. That's what it looks like. Let's show you from the ground. You can tell there's a rack up there, but it's not too obvious. Can't really see the solar panels. You can see them underneath. Nice. So, front of the van. So I still have room here. Then all of this. Okay, so here it is from the back. When we look to the front, .400 watts, 200, 200.